Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to the channel, where we cut through the noise and get real about what's happening in South Africa. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and let's dive into a story that's got me fired up. South African Airways, a once proud symbol of this nation, now a poster child for mismanagement, corruption, and a system that's been kicking hard-working South Africans, especially minority white South Africans and Afrikaners, to the curb. Get ready, because we're about to unpack this mess with some hard-hitting facts. Let's go. Picture this. It's 1934, and South African Airways is born from the ashes of Union Airways, a scrappy little outfit with a handful of planes and big dreams. Back then, SAA was a symbol of ambition, carrying the hopes of a nation on its wings. Fast forward to the 1960s and 70s, and SAA was soaring, literally and figuratively. Boeing 707s and 747s were zipping across the globe, connecting Johannesburg to London, New York, and even Hong Kong. The airline was a point of pride, especially for Afrikaners, who saw it as a testament to their work ethic and ingenuity. The Flying Springbok logo wasn't just a brand, it was a badge of identity, rooted in the resilience of a people who built something world-class despite global headwinds. But oh, how the mighty have fallen. Today, SAA is a shadow of its former self, limping along with a fleet of 20 aircraft and 17 destinations, down from a peak of 64 planes and 38 destinations in 2016. What happened? Well, let's just say it's a masterclass in how to tank a national treasure through corruption, incompetence, and policies that seem designed to alienate the very people who kept this airline aloft for decades. And if you're a white South African or Afrikaner, you're probably feeling the sting of this betrayal more than most. Let's start with the numbers, because they don't lie. SAA hasn't turned a profit since 2011. Between 2012 and 2020, it racked up losses of 30.7 billion rands. That's $2 billion, folks. Over the same period, the government funneled 50.7 billion rands in bailouts to keep this sinking ship afloat, with 48.4 billion rands of that coming between 2012 and 2020 alone. That's money that could have gone to schools, hospitals, or infrastructure, but instead it was poured into a black hole of mismanagement. And who's paying for it? You guessed it, South African taxpayers, including the minority white and Afrikaner communities, who are already stretched thin in an economy that's been anything but kind. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the racism controversy that's left a bitter taste in the mouths of many. Back in the day, SAA was accused of rejecting white cadet pilots, qualified, educated, and physically fit solely because of their race. Journalists from Beeld caught them red-handed, showing how the airline's online application system was rigged to auto-reject white applicants. In a country where merit should matter, SAA was playing games with people's dreams, shutting out talented Afrikaners and other white South Africans who could have been the next generation of pilots. Solidarity, the trade union, had to drag SA to court to get this policy scrapped. It's a small victory, but it speaks volumes about a system that's been sidelining a community that's already fighting to be heard. And don't even get me started on the corruption. During Jacob Zuma's presidency, SAA's board was a revolving door of dodgy deals and questionable characters. Take the late Dudu Myeni, the former chair, whose 5-year reign from 2012 to 2017 saw SAA lose 16.8 billion rands. This woman was declared a delinquent director for life by the Pretoria High Court in 2020, accused of everything from blocking turnaround initiatives to flouting governance principles. Witnesses, including former SAA executives, painted a picture of a boardroom where dishonesty and interference were the order of the day. And who suffers when the rot sets in? The employees, the passengers, and the taxpayers, especially those from minority communities who feel like they're constantly being scapegoated for the country's woes. Let's zoom out for a second. Afrikaners and white South Africans make up about 7.3% of the population, roughly 4.5 million people as of 2023. They're a minority, but their contributions to this country are undeniable. From the engineers who kept SAA's fleet in the air to the pilots who flew those iconic 747s, these communities were the backbone of the airline's golden era. Yet today, they're often treated like second-class citizens, their skills dismissed in the name of transformation policies that prioritize demographics over competence. SAA's own recruitment practices admitted to prioritizing candidates from previously disadvantaged backgrounds, even when qualified white applicants were available. It's not about fairness. It's about settling scores, and it's tearing apart the fabric of what could be a united South Africa. The irony is that SAA's decline mirrors the broader struggles of minority communities. When the airline entered business rescue in 2019, it was a wake-up call. Operations ground to a halt in 2020, and by the time it relaunched in 2021, it was a husk of its former self. The government's attempt to sell a 51% stake to the Takatso Consortium in 2021 was supposed to be a lifeline. But, surprise, surprise, that deal collapsed in 2024, leaving SA a fully state-owned and floundering. Meanwhile, the airline's workforce has been slashed to 2,000 from a high of 11,491 in 2014. That's thousands of jobs lost, many of which were held by skilled Afrikaners and white South Africans who now face an uncertain future in a country where opportunities are drying up. But here's the kicker. Despite all this, SAA still has the audacity to call itself the flag carrier, trotting out its Springbok call sign like it means something. That name used to stand for excellence, for a nation that could punch above its weight. Now, it's a hollow reminder of what's been lost. And for Afrikaners, it's personal. The Springbok was their emblem, a nod to their heritage, stripped away in 1997 for a new livery that erased their history in favor of a rainbow nation narrative that feels more like a one-way street. So, where do we go from here? South African Airways could be a case study in how to rebuild, but only if the government stops meddling and starts valuing talent over politics. Imagine an SAA that hires the best pilots, engineers and executives, regardless of race. Imagine a fleet that grows beyond 20 planes, serving not just 17 destinations but the world like it used to. Imagine a South Africa where Afrikaners and white minorities aren't pushed to the margins but celebrated for their contributions. It's not a pipe dream, it's what this country deserves. But dreams don't come true without action, and that's where you come in. If this story's got you as riled up as I am, here's what I need you to do. First, join our channel membership. Your support keeps us independent and lets us keep telling these stories. Second, if you're feeling generous, hit that super thanks button and drop a donation to help us dig deeper. Third, let those ads play for at least 30 seconds, or better yet, watch them all the way through. It's an easy way to back us without spending a cent. And finally, subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Tell us what you think about SAA's fall and what it means for minority communities. Let's get this video out there and start a conversation that can't be ignored. South African Airways isn't just an airline. It's a symbol of what's at stake for South Africa. For Afrikaners and white South Africans, it's a reminder of a time when their skills and spirit helped build something great, and a challenge to fight for a future where they're not written off. Let's stand together, call out the nonsense, and demand better. Until next time, stay real, stay loud, and let's keep pushing for a South Africa that works for everyone. Peace out!